Okay, Maytag Epic series. Alright, so I've been battling with this washer for a little bit, and last time we found out that there was a lot of things inside this what's called a coin trap. And if you open it, which is very hard to do with one hand, let me try it. Alright, here we go. Okay, if you open it, this is how it looks inside, and there was all kinds of stuff in there. What happened was that this motor, which is the pump, burnt out. It was turning, but not as fast as it should. So, what I'm going to do is I'm installing the new one. That's all the old. Here's the new one. And so you'll see in reverse what you need to do to remove it and install it. But basically, there's 3 screws on this bottom panel. 1, 2, 3. And then that removes the panel. Then this bar might be in the way, so the way to remove that is press these buttons in, and that loosens it up a little bit so you have some room. And then really there's only 2 hoses that you need to attach. Here's the one coming from the drum, and then one going out that I removed right now, but I'll bring it back so you can see. I removed it because I want it to drain out of this room with the water hose, and I'll show you how I hooked it up. But the base of this, so this is how it's going in, and you can see that it's got these rubber stoppers, and so here's how they go in. So basically you can see that this bottom part goes in and then slides back. So basically the water pump is going to just go in and then slide back. And then this one, it goes in and slides forward. So this one's going to be a little bit different. This one we're gonna push in, slide forward, and then when we put the pump in, I'm gonna pull that forward and then push it back. So you see the new one came already with those rubber stoppers. I bought this one on eBay or Amazon, I can't remember. This whole unit was $30. And I've seen it anywhere from $100 to $120. And I got it for $30. I'll put it in the link. I'll put the where I got it from. But okay, I'm gonna begin installing it and bring out the other hose so you can see how I hooked up a garden hose to get that water out. Okay, first step, I used the channel locks and I got this on first. So you can see I got the big hose, and now I'm in position to slide this back. But before I do that, I'm still debugging. So here's that hose that actually goes that way and up, and hooks up to the top of the washer. But for right now, you see I have my garden hose and out the door, and it actually fits perfectly. So this will be a good test to get the water out. So what I will do is I'm going to hook this up to right there, and then I'm going to turn it on and see if it works. The last step would be just to plug in this little electric socket, and so I'll go ahead and hook this up to make sure that the water can get out, and then I'll turn it on and see if it actually, the pump really does get it out. Alright, so let's zoom out a little bit so you can see. Okay, so I've hooked up both the one that comes from the drum and the one that's going to go out, and normally it'll go out through the back and through the top, and I'll show you that later. But right now I just have it going out to a garden hose because I want to make sure that the water does get out. That's another way of also getting the water out when that pump didn't work. All right, so now it's time to move it into position. And this is the easy part because I can almost slide those right in. And you'll see. I'm going to take this one out though, because this one, that's the one you want to take out. Try to do this with one hand. See, it's sliding in and then drop. Sliding in and then drop. Perfect. There you go, sliding and drop. Then this one, it'll be too hard to do, but I'm gonna lift up, put it in there, slide it down, and then attach it. But I think that's not too bad. So anyway, we'll test it out. But remember, the water pump, which is just a DC motor, all it is a DC motor. This was turning, but it was turning way too slow. And that's inside this plastic unit, and that usually goes bad. I thought I was just buying this because it was so, pretty cheap. But I got the whole unit. So we're replacing it. Okay, last step. Plug this in back here. Remember to take it out. You see this? Let's get a close-up. You see that little hook? Press the back, and that little hook comes up. You press the back, and the little hook comes up, and then it slides out. So, but going in, you just push it in. But when you're taking it out, you can't just pull it out. You press this back piece, and then the little hook goes up. You see it going up there? And then it slides right out. So that goes in right there. Try to do it with one hand. Again. There, snapped right in. Okay, so it snaps in. That goes down. Looks like we're in business. I won't put this back just yet because I'm going to have to rerun this hose through the back. Let me go ahead and show you where that hose would go. Normally it goes all the way through that back. And then I took the top off. To take the top off, there's three screws here. 1, 2, 3. And then this just comes off. But that hose will come up, along this side and then hook up to here. Same thing with the channel locks. Then it'll go out this way. And then, of course, that's going to go into the drain. But for right now, we're still testing, make sure it works. We're going to see if we can push it out easily out the garden hose. Okay, so right now I put it to rapid wash. And I'm going to turn the flash off. So I put it to rapid wash to get some water in there. You can see it's filling out. I don't know if I turn the... Yeah, see, you see it's filling up. Now, here's my hose, because I'm still testing it. I actually just put it up to go up here to see if it can actually push that water up. Because if it pushes it up, then I know it'll push it up and out. And so you can see, if I bring the hose down, you see the water. There it is, you see it? And so when the pump wasn't working, this is the way I got the water out of the washer and out the garage, out the back door and out into the garage. Okay, but so right now the water level is here, so the water level's right here. That's it. What I'm gonna do now is I'm going to stop it and see if we can't. So I'm gonna turn it off. And immediately, whoa, there it is. I'm sure you can hear it, but it is pushing that water out. so that was the little problem that we were having, and what a difference. I feel all the water just being pushed out, and the water is draining away. So that's a $30 fix. It was this motor, the little DC motor, what they call a pump, and it was just not pushing that water out. So I can hear it pushing it all out. There, it's all the water's out. And see, I'm hearing this last little bit. So anyway, I think that's my problem, and that was the solution. And again, what caused the problem in the first place was I didn't know about this coin trap, and so a lot of things got stuck in there, and then that little motor was struggling until it basically burnt out. So hope that helps. Remember, I'll put the link for Amazon, but I paid like $35 around there, $35 for the whole unit, which was pretty nice. Good luck, and let me know in the comments if that helped, or if I could have made something a little bit more clear, but I am limited to just 2 hands. All right, here we go. Last step here. I have that hose now going through the back. Basically snaked it in. Let me go on this side to show you where it's coming from. Okay, see? I have it here. There's a hook. Can you see it? Let's see. There. That little plastic like guide. We'll hook it up there. And then take my channel locks and put that there. And now that'll make the connection. And that should be good to go. And after that, we put everything back. 3 screws, remember? On the back here. 1, 2, 3. And the bottom. There'll be 1, 2, 3. And be good to go. Okay, so that's it. Just wanted to show you that last step.